Well, we're back on YouTube, and Riley and I are gonna go take just a trailer load of calves to Dalhart, just a couple beef calves. But had a guy on YouTube ask me why there are no headrests in this pickup, and actually, if you look in all of my pickups, there's no headrest in any of my pickups, and it's pretty common around here. But if you look back here, it's because the hats. Most of the guys here, trying to get my arm over here, take them out so their hats aren't hitting the headrest all the time, because if you do have your headrest in here, then you're sitting over here, and of course you could just take your hat off, but if you notice my pickup, there are not really any places to put it down. So, and it's just when you're out, you know, this is also a feed truck and everything else, so when you kind of messing around, you don't want to take your hat off every time you get in your pickup. So that is why. I did have one of those little, they call them like hat savers. They like stick to your window, and they have a little spring deal, and those are okay. I'm not a big fan of them. And they wouldn't work in this pickup because it's a 4-door. It's all the way back there. But yeah, so that's why there are no headrests in the pickup. And this is usually the pickup we have when we're branding, because everyone can pile in it, and that's one reason why I went with the 4-doors, because when we are branding, we can take the majority of everybody in this one pickup, or have all of our, all of our supplies and everything. So I know it's just currently it's just me and my wife and my 2 dogs, and we don't really need a 4-door pickup, but once we start branding and things like that, it is pretty handy to have. So yeah, we're on our way to Dalhart. We gotta go get some stuff, and I'm gonna go have that rebuilt. That's the SCV unit for that 7810. I have two of the couplers that are pretty weak, and hoses will pop out of them. And so I started to redo that yesterday, and it's actually kind of a pain in the ass. You gotta pull a spring off the back end of those rebuild couplers, and then it's just got a wire or a flat ring, retaining ring that holds them on there. And so I don't know. I even called Deere on it, and they had no idea. And so I'm just gonna take it to them because they have the rest of the couplers anyway, and that way I can go and get all the hydraulic hoses rebuilt for the disc. And I've got to do some other things, go get some other parts, and go get a welder. We're buying a welder today for a job that we're doing, building a big commodity barn for a feed yard. And ours, we have a Miller 225, and it's a pretty good welder, but one of the ranges has gone out of it. The hottest range is 225, and it's a single pack deal, so you have to replace the whole pack. And it's we never paid anything for the welder. We had it given to us. So it's kind of one of those things that we replace it. I don't know how long it's gonna last. But with this newer welder, we can just leave it. We can go and send it to the job site, wherever we're working on a job site, or leave it there in the shop. And that one that we do have, I can put it on a pickup, a service pickup, for when we're doing custom hay work for power or whatever, and it can leave the ranch, and it won't put us in a bind. So yeah, that's what's going on. Maybe we'll get some more clips today. Alright, so here in the shop, and I got my SCV block back on, and these things were a pain. They actually ended up having to take the ring out and pull all the ball bearings out and then slide them in afterwards to get them in there. Like it was bad. That's why I had to go get the other 4 from Deere anyway, so I just took that whole deal and they knocked it out in about an hour, and I didn't have to chase them. So I've got that one completely redone. I'm waiting for those little Dale's flaps to keep the dirt out of them, but we redid that. I redid the seal on here, and it looks like I got a little leak. So, but it's coming from, but it looks like it's actually coming up from in here somewhere. So I redid this outer seal, and it looks like I have a, bit of a hydraulic leak. Yeah, coming from around that. So that would be where my other leak is from. So that's, I'll have to look in there and see. That sucks, but oh well. But I did replace this seal because I thought this one was leaking, and it may have been leaking, but it looks like there's another leak in there, which, fun times. Maybe I'll just pack that thing full of grease around the outside of the shaft and go from there. But yeah, that's I'm gonna clean the windshields. It's typical spring day in New Mexico. The wind is 50 miles an hour outside, sustained winds, 40 to 50, and we get gusts up to 70. That's pretty normal for us, but I gotta get some hydraulic fluid and clean my windows, and then that tractor can leave. And I love the lights. We're gonna get some for there. They've made a huge difference in being able to actually see things. Got the balers. The only thing I'm waiting for them now is belts, and they should be here in like a week and a half. But these things I had some broke bolts on this, and that actually sits in there like that, so I got to replace that one, put it on here. And then this thing needs to be buffed, like really bad. Might actually be worth something if we did do that, but we'll get this one cleaned up, get it for sale, and I'm not gonna worry about cleaning this one. But probably if I get this one sold, then I'll put this one for sale too. Just kind of, I mean, if somebody came along and offered me what I wanted for it, then I would just sell it. But this will be our backup baler this year. This will be our secondary round baler, and I think I should be able to get this one sold pretty quick. Hope so. But yeah, that's kind of one thing we're not using this as a feed tractor right now. We don't need to. And so it was perfect time to pull it in, change the oil, and do all that fun stuff. I need to find a set of duals for this tractor. That is one thing that I really need help for. They're just not common here at all. You know, tractors here, they either have the duals or they don't. And I don't want to pay an arm and a leg, but these ones are 18.4 42s. And so I need a set of hubs, and then I need a set of 42-inch rims, and that's all I'm after is the hub and the rim. So I mean, I would, if someone could help me find them cheap, I would definitely be very happy to pay the freight, because I'm not too excited about buying them from like Allstates or something, but I may have to get them out of a salvage yard. But they kind of want a decent amount for them, and I'm not too wound up about doing that. But the only reason we want duals for this tractor is pulling that disc and that big grain drill. This needs a new tire, but yeah, that's besides that leak on the interior of that shaft, that's really the only thing wrong with this tractor right now. It's I'm actually really impressed with it. I really like this tractor a lot. Definitely like it more than my 4630. A lot more than that. This has been a good tractor. Even though I put a transmission in it, it's been a fantastic tractor. So, yeah, that's just kind of give you an update on that and why I was taking that stuff to John Deere to get fixed. So, thanks for watching.